Welcome to MMA Dogs. My name is Hector, and this is my dog Dan.
Hey guys.
We want to thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already had a chance to do so, subscribe to our channel. That way you get an instant notification in your inbox letting you know that we uploaded the latest UFC prediction video for the next card with MMA betting strategy. Dan?
Please check out our website also, MMAdogs.com. That's MMADAWGS.com. There we have our proven track record, our betting strategy, and also other helpful links, including our podcast, which can be found on iTunes. Don't forget to subscribe.
UFC 159 middleweights, Michael Bisping versus Alan Belcher. We'll take a look at Michael Bisping's last two fights first. Most recently, Michael Bisping lost via knockout to Vitor Belfort in Brazil. And before that, he won a decision over Brian Stann. For Alan Belcher, most recently, he lost via decision to Yushin Okami. And in his fight before that, he won via TKO over Husamir Palhares. This is a really interesting fight. Will probably be a really close fight. These two guys are both very well-rounded. And let's take a look at Alan Belcher first. So he's got 19 wins, 9 by knockout, 7 by submission. In his last fight versus Yushin Okami, I had high hopes for him going into that fight. I really thought that he was going to be able to knock out Yushin Okami, be able to use his striking against him. But Yushin Okami really neutralized him with his wrestling, with his grappling, just totally neutralized him. And it was a lackluster performance for me. I was really disappointed, and especially coming off that impressive victory over Husamir Palhares, going down to the ground with him, nearly submitting him, and it was just an awesome fight. So I guess maybe my hopes were too high for him, So his game plan should be to knock out Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping's never been submitted, and he has been knocked out. So that would be his best interest. Alan Belcher, get the knockout. And for Michael Bisping, what I see here is, I was looking over his fights and looking over his record. He only loses to the best. So he only loses to top talent. So Vitor Belfort, Chael Sonnen, Dan Henderson. He's never lost 2 in a row. And he's just a quality fighter. I mean, just fights the best. He may lose, he may get knocked out, but he's been fighting. He's gone in the cage with the best, and we can't really say the same about Alan Belcher. The quality of opponents that Michael Bisping has had does not compare to Alan Belcher. Now, with that being said, this could be a perfect opportunity for Alan Belcher to come out and make a statement and say, "Hey, Michael Bisping, top tier guy, only loses to the best, and I beat him." He's another great opportunity for Alan Belcher to go out there and display that. So, we'll see. For Michael Bisping, his game plan should be to pick and choose his shots. Go in there, be real careful, pick and choose his shots. Go for the finish if he can get it, but more than likely he could win via decision. So Michael Bisping, game plan, get that decision. Now, with all that being said, I have Michael Bisping winning via decision. 3 stars, vote of confidence. The line isn't out yet, so I capped it myself. I like him around -150. It might climb a little higher, but that would be a fair line. I would like that. -150, Michael Bisping, straight bet. Do not parlay it. I'm really interested in hearing what my dog has to say. He keeps telling me he's got something really funny to say, so he's really built it up. I can't wait to hear what he's got to say. So, dog, what do you got to say about this?
Well, first of all, let me just recap what you said. Michael Bisping is a really excellent fighter. Excellent cardio. He sticks to the game plan most of the time. Sometimes he gets caught. Sometimes he might lose a decision here or there. But most of the time he sticks to the game plan. It's really easy to pick him to win, and he's really easy to pick him to lose, in my opinion. But Alan Belcher's a tough guy. He pretty much before his last fight was on a tear, and even with a long layoff in between wins, he still managed to pick up the pace from where he started. But I was very disappointed with his game plan to fight Yushin Okami. He should have had an idea that he was going to get taken down like he did when he fought Husamar Palhares. And I really feel like he didn't go in there with that. He felt like, I'm going to go in there and just ground and pound or something like that. And he's got great ground and pound. That's excellent. But if that's all you've got, you can't be picked to win, especially fighting a guy like Bisping, who's got excellent takedown defense. And even though he lost to Chael Sonnen, a lot of people said, hey, you know what? Bisping won that fight. And he beat Brian Stanley, he beat Mayhem Miller. There was a lot of hype behind him. And then he lost to Vitor, which, no disrespect, Vitor didn't look so great in his fight before that in Brazil. Wanted to impress guys this time, and he did. And Michael Bisping just happened to wind up on the wrong side of a head kick on that. So with all that being said, I'm going to 4-star this pick. Michael Bisping wins via decision. And now I'm going to get to the climax of what my dog wants to hear.
Yeah,
I did a little bit of research on this fight, and apparently there's a bet going on between Michael Bisping and Alan Belcher. The bet is that if Michael Bisping knocks out Alan Belcher in the first round, Alan Belcher says he's going to get a tattoo of the British flag right across his chest. And then he went out on a limb to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to get your face put right on top of that flag also. So if Alan Belcher goes out there and loses this fight in the first round by knockout, he's got this, tattoo that he's got to deal with the rest of his life, according to him, if he actually does it. Now, in order to cinch the deal, he bet Michael Bisping that say, hey, if I knock you out in the first round, guess what you got to do? Well, you probably already figured it out. He wants Michael Bisping to wear his Johnny Cash tattoo. And Michael Bisping agreed on that too. So I see this first round being a really drawn out, feeling out process. Neither guy wants to lose in the first round. But ultimately, I think the cardio is going to play a factor. And Michael Bisping is going to win the stand-up, which is probably where most of the fight's going to go. And I'm looking for him to win a decision in this one. 4-star pick. And that's it, dog.
I don't know. I don't know what would be more surprising. If Michael Bisping got a first-round knockout or if Alan Belcher got another ugly tattoo. I don't know. I don't know what would surprise me more. I really don't. But it's unanimous. Michael the Count Bisping representing for the UK. My dog and I got Bisping, so we'll be rooting for him for sure. Thank you for tuning in, whether you're an Alan Belcher fan or Michael Bisping fan. Thank you. Please leave us a comment, subscribe to our channel, and we'll catch you in the next video.